heading towards the beach. Basically, long story short, sorry I don't have an extra one. Long story short is they aren't good locations for the price, so I don't think we should buy one just to have one. So I looked at some alternatives. One idea that I came up with was the first one on here, the buses, the Hello Transit and the paratransit buses. It's kind of a mobile billboard, it'll hit a lot of people. I like the idea that people are in their car when they see it, so they can just simply reach over and change their station, and it's also incredibly affordable.
So it was the one on D Street not available?
No, it was, I mean, the only one I would consider that was cool was southbound 101, just past the outlet malls, there's a billboard.
Yeah.
But it's $2,800 a month, and it's a $1,400 fee to make the ad.
Wow.
Yeah, but the other ones in town are small, or way less, they're like
How much was the setup fee?
$1,400.
Everything's gone up so much.
But that's a pretty great billboard. I mean, that's a main.
You're talking about the standard stationary billboards, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm still working on some ideas to try and get someone to underwrite a billboard for us, where we would put a billboard up, and underneath they could say, underwriting paid for by, generously paid for by so-and-so. It'd be kind of like an in-kind. That takes a little bit of time. I'm still looking at it, but the options that they gave us, and I apologize, I printed them out, I must not have added them to the packet, but they just weren't good billboard locations. My thought is to have them when people are in traffic and they can reach over and touch their radio, But yeah, the public transit for $200 a month, plus the graphic wouldn't be that expensive to make, so I think that's a definite option. And paratransit too, that's a much smaller ad.
How many buses do you get for $200 a month? All of them?
That's a good question. I think it doesn't say.
Because there's like 10 of them.
And they all seem to have pretty much the same thing on.
I think it,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I've never looked at it, but they do, there are things, like you say, when you're parked behind one, they're kind of hard to miss.
that's
Exactly.
That's kind of my point, yeah, exactly. And then if you're heading out of town to the beach, why would you ever, look, 103.3, which works for the next 30 seconds, till you get outside.
Better if it was coming in the incoming board, which is by the market.
Taken, yeah. I'll stay on it. I'm gonna keep, right now there was like 5 available and all of them were not, I didn't think, very good locations, except for the one on 101, that's our whole market.
For the amount of money, it doesn't
They're-
sound
yeah.
like it.
They're actually available?
Some of them are, but not the good ones, for lack of a better
Oh,
term.
okay.
Not the good locations.
Like D Street?
Right, like D Street, the one right there by the Art Depot, that one's taken up.
Yeah.
It goes pretty quick.
That's a great one. That's what you guys do at the music festival, yeah. So the other thing that Tim and I talked about, he sent me the thing was for the banner to hang across. There's 2 locations, one's on Kentucky, one's on D. That's kind of a no-brainer. It's $40. The only issue is we have to
How
make
much?
$40 to hang it, but you got to make the banner and you got to hire somebody to hang it.
Which is expensive.
It could be, yeah. I mean,
I had looked
Well, if
into
we could
that.
get some in-kind, if we could get some in-kind donations, that would be nice.
Well, I think there are only 2 that I found, companies that actually hang that.
fast signs will hang them, but I don't know how much they charge. The school I used to work at used them to hang the one that's over there by the fire department, by the drawbridge.
It just occurred to me, the banner permit, does that include the encroachment permit to hang it to decorate this? Because you gotta basically hang it across the street, you have to stop traffic.
It says on here the only time you can do it is from 5:30 to 6:30 a.m. so you don't stop traffic.
Okay, so it includes the encroachment permit.
Yeah, it's $41, so that's an easy no-brainer. I'm gonna get on that right away. The other thing I was looking at, and I couldn't really print it out, is targeted Facebook ads, YouTube ads, and then also I got to think, does anybody use Waze, W-A-Z-E, to get around town?
Sometimes.
They have an advertising thing, it's also per view, kind of like Facebook, where you put in, I'm gonna pay $100 for 30 days, it gives you this many, clicks or likes. I don't know if my issue with the Waze thing is if you're driving, you're not looking at the ads. So that,
You're not supposed to.
well, you're not, yeah, well, we might have somebody in the car. It just, to me, I'm trying to do it in a way that makes sense, where it's like, if you're in your car and you see it and it's more, and the same with, if you're on Facebook or if you're on YouTube and it pops up, you can go to our website. And those are also, you can set a budget for those, that'll be X amount per month, and I can look into that, and it's, it can be whatever we
We'd
want.
say $100.
Maybe we should hire a sign spinner.
I'd love to get that guy by the art center.
Yeah.
So what about putting just things up on the fencing, because I know we.
That gets tricky, yeah. You can do it, but sometimes they'll just take your stuff.
No, you have to ask permission to do it, and then they won't take your stuff. Yes, you ask permission. If you ask
From where?
permission of the private business owner, the property owner, then they won't take
I'm
it
talking
back.
about the one on D Street. We used to just hang it all the time at Spring Hill School.
Oh, because you can't, it's private property.
No,
you have
people
to
do
find-
it all the time though.
But you have to find out who the property owner is.
Okay,
Go
well,
through
yeah,
the
we
right
can do that too.
process and
Where on
ask.
D
I mean,
Street?
I don't think
That
the
corner?
Corner Food Festival
That's
ever
city
asks,
property.
they just put it up.
Well, then there you go, you ask the city.
The one on the corner of D and,
D in Lakeville?
yeah.
Always ask.
People just put stuff
Because we
up
always
there.
put PMF stuff up there.
Well, they put campaign signs up
But
there.
some-
They put everything there, and then every once in a while,
They
someone
sometimes
comes
take it
along and
down.
takes
It's
it all
right,
back.
right next door to the small guy, right?
No, not even that. It's not, it's by the animal hospital, across Milwaukee Park.
Oh, farther down? Farther
Well,
down.
that whole, there's an
There's
entire
that one too.
recipe.
There's
So-
that one too, yeah.
I
You're
think,
talking-
I think the city owns that one too.
I think your idea of the peddler
Ours do.
transit
I think it's-
is the best thing, and you should, I would suggest that you prioritize it, that we take care of this first, or look
Okay.
into this. Sounds like a great idea.
Well, and not only that, what about the bus stops, you know how they've got the ads in there?
That's on here.
Is it?
Yeah. $100 per stop, that's the only thing that's like,
Ooh,
Ouch.
that's a little.
and also if you might not catch it driving by, like that's for people who are on the bus, which is
Put 'em on.
really who we want to target. I mean, you can listen on your phone, but.
I don't know, I'm kind of
Compared
tired of
to how
that,
much the
that
buses
attorney that.
I-
He's on everything, Jake
He's
Chris,
on
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
It's taken over.
Yeah.
That's why I was hoping we could.
Ambulance chaser?
Exactly.
We can also look into taxis too, on top. I'm just thinking about stuff in traffic, that like. will
Yeah,
kick
yeah,
behind the
exactly.
skin.
Let's start with I agree, let's start with the buses and get that out.
You got it.
as soon as
And all the
we
Lyft
can.
drivers to put little
Perfect.
things on.
And I know we talked briefly about yard signs. It seems like people are kind of against it for environmental reasons.
Yeah.
I just want people to notice, because we're really starting to get into this underwriting thing, and it's hard to pitch underwriting with people's first responses, what radio station, or, so just getting our name out there, I think, is a huge priority. And I know we talked about around 5,000 for the budget, but I think we should just start small, targeted online ads to get people involved in line, stuff in traffic, like
Okay.
the buses, the banners, and then I can check in, I'm happy to check in next week, and this stuff should be all in motion. I mean, I don't know how long, just because we could pay $200 a month for the bus, doesn't mean there might be 3 people ahead of us in line, so. For that Jake Crisp guy's got it saved for the year.
Does it?
Maybe he can underwrite this.
Some people can,
yeah.
yeah. Some people can reserve it for a long time, but I think that, I'm kind of curious about those banners because, across the streets, because.
$40.
No, but I'm curious at how much
Well,
it is
that's
to print the banners.
That's.
Right.
Because a small banner is like $200, so, I mean,
Well,
that's what I wanna know, is how much
I
is
can
it?
ask Ace, he does all our stuff for the.
And Dana works for Ace too, so he could be a great underwriting partner, this banner generously
I can
underwritten by
ask.
Ace,
Let me ask.
Okay. Any public comment on how we should get out there?
I mean, they're all great ideas, and yes, you do have to ask permission to the property owner. I always do when I put the banners up for the music festival. This year, I hope we're gonna do the buses as well. Because I checked with them last year, and they allowed us to put one up to the side of one of the buses, because it was kind of last minute, and they didn't charge us. But for nonprofits, they're a little more lenient, and you need to start talking to them now, and have your size and your content, so they can see what they're doing.
Okay. All right, thanks. But I want to backtrack a minute on the Lagunitas event. I forgot to ask, tickets are just for the event, right?
Yes, at the moment. Ready, what do you think?
At the door.
Having them available at the station?
Well, finding one business in town that might sell tickets.
Such as?
That's a good idea. It's all towed, or?
The person that sees everybody in town.
Oh, office,
Mail depot.
mail depot, thank you, sorry.
The only issue is that I don't like to run it through my credit card.
No, it would be cash, just
Cash
like
or
the Schoenberger
Check to
event,
the
cash on.
station, right? Or a check,
Or check to the station.
check to the station.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
Okay.
And do we have a square, right, for the day of?
Yeah.
We do.
Okay, that's all.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I just thought of that when I saw your
Lights.
Everybody knows this is Maureen from the Petaluma Mail Depot.
I'm worried.
All right.
Yeah, why not?
I think it's a really
But
cool
then we
idea.
need to have, how would that work though? We would need to either have tickets printed up or give you some kind of a voucher that somebody can come to the door and say, this is.
I think you just print tickets and you number them, I can swing by like the Crush, when they do it, they sell tickets at back or not back, I'm sorry, Last Record Store, I can just see how they do it. It's 225 capacity, so we should maybe just a lot, like 50 or something like that, to
Well, we
mail
printed
over.
tickets for TAP,
Where'd you selling that, in the studio?
and we had them in the studio,
And
Yeah,
then- And then board members had them to sell
To
as
sell.
well.
So we can just, I would just ask John how we got them printed,
Okay.
but I don't think we need a ton, but yeah, like 50 if we had 25 one place and 25 at the studio or something like
But
that.
a lot of people in town go through the Petaluma Mail. And so
Yeah.
if we could announce on air that you can get tickets
Yeah.
at the Petaluma Mail Depot.
I'll put it on the website too.
Yeah, because I know you happen to do a lot of the tickets for the Schollenberger event, correct?
I'll do it for a lot of them then.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I mean,
But
but
you
you
just
get a
prefer
lot
cash
of.
only, like,
Yeah, I don't wanna run it
Okay.
through
Might
my
get
card.
charged.
yeah, no, that
Yeah.
makes sense, yeah.
No, is that what you were talking about the banners for?
Mhm.
You could
Well,
put
no, the banners would be, just be to announce that we
Oh, that you-
are up
oh.
and running, just to let
Oh.
the community know that there is a radio
Little
station.
poles. But I know
You
you're
wanna,
getting posters for your.
I'm happy to, but you wanna hang one down there for Butternut Day at my place?
For the May 20th event? Oh, that would be nice.
No,
Butter
just,
days.
just announcing that you have a radio station.
I'd love that.
I came in on the back end of this.
If you would let us put
Yes.
one up kind of up high on the mail depot, that would be awesome.
Yes,
I'd love
I
that.
have a little setup.
Yeah, I tried to get it to Phoenix and it was comical.
I was wondering that. Yeah, 'cause that would-
I'll tell you later.
She has guys that grunt that stuff for her.
I go